Yo, what's poppin', everybody? Welcome back to the podcast, another episode of Caffeine and Green with your man, Connor Cardenas. Before we get into it today, I just want to give a huge shout out to my homies at Steel Mill Coffee here in Oceanside, California. That's right. If it wasn't for them, we wouldn't have a place to record the podcast. So I just want to say thank you guys so much to Steel Mill. Go check it out if you're ever in Oceanside, California. Also, I wanted to talk to you guys about caffeineandgreenroasting.com. That's right. We're roasting that coffee now, baby. If you guys haven't been over there already, head on over to caffeineandgreenroasting.com. Check out the coffees. We got the Issa blend and now the up-and-coming, soon-to-come Southside coffee bag. That's right. My homegirl, Tyler Schaefer, is getting her pro coffee bag, and it is dropping November 23rd, 2020, which is next Monday. So be on the lookout for that. It's cherry, it's chocolatey, and it has a little bit of caramel. So you know it's a sweet, single-origin Guatemala coffee. I'm really excited about this, guys. So again, head on over to caffeineandgreenroasting.com. My guest today needs no introduction, but just in case, I'm going to do one anyways. That's right. That's my homegirl. Southside is in the building. That's right. Tyler Schaefer. She came through, and let me tell you, I'm just beyond stoked. She is so friggin' sick, guys. I want you guys to really just enjoy, listen to her story. She was a pro BMX racer, okay? Now she's a pro fighter. This girl be doing things. You feel me? She's next level. She's super awesome, super funny. And if you guys haven't seen the edits that have been put out with her, she's pretty much a badass. So, without further ado, my homegirl, Tyler Schaefer, Southside in the building, Southside on top. This your time to shine, homegirl. Let's go. Give me caffeine and green. It's your boy Connor. What's good? Good. Caffeine and green. And we are live.
Uh-oh.
Tyler Schaefer. You already opened yours, but
I did.
I should have actually warned you to not open it, but it was so sick for the video for Instagram.
It was. I can open up the other one if you want.
Depends on how fast you're going to do that.
I'll double fisted.
I mean, damn, you can get turned up. We do have like 2 more White Claws.
Okay.
Just so everybody knows, we're drinking White Claws tonight.
Gluten-free.
Perfect. Is that really why?
Yeah, I think.
Is that what it says
it
on there?
is. Yeah, 100 calories.
It's a hard seltzer. It's straight up water, really, if you think about it. I mean, that's all it is. It's pretty chill.
It's pretty good.
Either way. Sorry.
Weight cutting.
Weight cutting, yes.
So
Dude.
we drink.
Well, yes. Okay, so I'm going to get right into it, like I said. Tyler, for people who don't know who you are, your name is Tyler Schaefer. At Ty Shay on Instagram, if you follow her. You are a professional fighter.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, I consider not yet, just because I haven't made my pro debut.
Okay.
Once I get that fight out the way, then I'll start calling myself a professional.
But you are technically.
But technically, yeah.
Okay. That's perfect. You can be humble, but damn, be like, yeah, goddamn right, I'm a pro fighter.
I know. I'm always like, be humble. Be humble.
Yes. Okay. So that's why, I mean, like, you're a sponsored, what I like to call hustlers on Caffeine and Green, because, we're just not just ambassadors. You're not on the team. It's like, yo, you're a hustler. That's what it is. That's how we met. Like, we met through Instagram, and through a friend had just like, hey, this girl Tyler, she fights. She's looking for a coffee sponsor. I was like, okay, I'm gonna check this out. And then I was like, I was telling you I was creeping on your Instagram, and then I see your Nipsey post, and I was like, oh,
the one.
This is. I already know. This is it. But then I started, like, as we've been hanging out, I've been learning more and more about you, and that's as I've learned more about you. There's so much more to you than just being a fighter.
Yes.
So that's another reason why I wanted to have you on Caffeine and Green in general, and then also just to have you on the show, because I want people to hear, like, your story, like, essentially, So again, thank you for coming on the show. I really appreciate this.
Cheers.
Good. So ever since you were a little kid, you've always kind of been gnarly.
Hey, not to be condescending, but yeah.
Yeah. No, dude, you were a BMXer.
Yeah, I started when I was 8 years old. So I started because my 2 older brothers got into it. And at that time, I begged my dad to, come on, like, I want to race, like, sign me up. I begged him. It took a while for him to finally give in. And when he did, it was, the rest was history.
So you started at 8. And then how long did you race, or did you do tricks, or?
No, I actually raced. So you're just on the track with 8 competitors alongside with you. There's a starting gate, and it's just an obstacle course. So, I mean, you can do tricks, but you're mainly there racing. So it's just like manualing, jumping, all that stuff.
But you're still clearing like pretty decent sized pyramids too on your jumps, yeah?
Yeah, but you know what? I wasn't really like a skillful rider. I would call myself like I was known for like my horsepower. Like I was really strong.
Yeah.
My skill set didn't kick in till later on, and unfortunately with that sport, in order for you to go and strive to go to the Olympics, their tracks are way more technical, like gnarly, and
yeah.
I just didn't have like the skill set to pursue it that long. And plus the money wasn't really good, being it a male dominant sport. The women's just, I feel like it still is like that. There's just not enough money to make, a living, I guess. So I kind of stopped at the right time after when I quit alongside of my other friends. They quit a year after that. And I hear stories that BMX hasn't, been the same. So.
But you were like good at it.
I was good,
you
dude.
Were good.
Yeah, like I accomplished so much through that sport, and the people that I've met, like they're always going to be my BMX family. I grew up with them,
Sick.
I spent more time with them than like normal, I don't know, teenage years through high school. I was always traveling and missing school, like,
Damn.
going across state to compete. And
so you were sponsored and stuff?
I was sponsored. Yeah, I was sponsored by, my last sponsorship was Haro.
Haro bikes?
Yeah, Haro.
Oh, wow.
Pro Max. Haro Pro Max. It was like, I think they collabed with the actual Haro team, but we were just like the factory team. Well, they're both factory teams, but I guess there's like a pro team and factory team. We were the factory.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
so
mean,
you're like, you were on the team, but like you were like next up to be like in line for essentially getting like pro ads or whatever.
Yeah. Like I turned pro when I was 17, and then right after college, I pretty much just stopped. That's when I got in a relationship and school was kind of hectic.
Whoa, so you did this for like 10 years, like essentially.
Yeah. Since I was 8, turned pro when I was 17. I quit when I was 19. I just stopped. Yeah.
Dude, so whoa. So you were a pro. What do you call yourself? A BMXer, a rider?
Professional BMX rider.
Professional?
Yeah. Or racer. Professional BMX racer.
And now you're a pro fighter. Dude,
no, I'm a pro fighter.
Like, yo, on the real, you're like, this is just what you do. You just get that good at something and you become pro.
I try, man. I have to work hard for it. I feel like my discipline and, my heart takes me a long way, and I'll do everything in my power to get better and to kind of perfect my craft in a way, So I got to work hard for it.
Damn. I mean, okay, so the first question that comes to my mind when you've obviously been I didn't know you were pro. I knew you were good at it, but I didn't know you were pro. What is your driving force to do this? I mean, is it having older brothers? Is it just something inside of you switches and you're just like, yo, I got to do this?
I think just when I'm really interested in something, I can really set my mind to it, and I think it's just the competitiveness in me. Like, I just like to work hard. I like to do good. I like to be at the top, and I feel like having my brothers there, it always made me want to be like them, but better.
Yeah.
So when they stopped riding, they actually got into MMA. And then when they were doing that, I was the only one racing at the time. And I had told my dad again, like, hey, I want to join. And I was probably like 13, 14 at the time when I told him I wanted to join MMA.
Oh, wow.
Because that's when my brothers, they got into it. And they were training at Alliance when it was in Chula Vista, I think like on 3rd Ave. And that was before it got all glamorized. So he was training with like Brandon Vera and then Dominic Cruz.
Oh,
Cruz
wow.
is still over there. That's just still in Chula Vista, just different location. But yeah, so my dad turned that down for me because he was kind of like the guy. It was either BMX or nothing, so I couldn't really join any other sports,
Yeah.
But I mean, I was good at it. I think he was just kind of scared of me losing like the passion for it and finding something else.
Of course, yeah.
So as I got older, college hit, it just kind of died out.
Yeah.
The love for it, I was like, man, I already accomplished so much. I already went out with a bang the year my sister passed, and man, I just felt like I was okay with where things were at, and now I can finally do something that I want to do that I always wanted to. So I think when I was like 23, 24, that's when I joined 10th Planet San Diego. I think that was back 2015 or 2016.
Damn.
Yeah. But
wait,
I was inconsistent that first year, like 2016 to 2017. I didn't really like get my head out of my ass till like 2018 consistently. Yeah.
But you knew going in there, like you like to bang.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think that's just like our family bloodline. Like we're just all about fights
Like
and
scrapping.
And my brothers, like I said, they've played a huge like role and impact in my life to always try to teach me how to defend myself. So, and then a couple street fights, you know.
Damn. All right.
I love, I don't know, I guess like the violence of it in a way.
Yeah.
You know, I just think I finally found something that I could be good at, like that have like such a strong passion for and love for, you know. I feel like with BMX, I was there, but I always had my doubts because I wasn't a skill set rider, and you needed that if you wanted to be on the Olympics, you know. I just had like, I mean, I just didn't have like that skill set to the high level athletes since I started to like develop my skills like later on. And yeah, I was just more like just like a powerhouse pretty much.
So that is that what motivated you? Like, I mean, was it street fights where you knew like, yo, I can like fuck people up? Or was it like, I like to scrap, get it in, and then when you actually got to see, like, you know, you got on the mats and you were able to throw your first punch or do a Muay Thai, you know, class or do a jiu-jitsu, you're like, yo, this is like way more my speed.
Yeah.
You're like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know how to put it into words.
I think it's like a mixture of everything, you know, and it's just crazy how like when you get in street fights and then versus like training, there's so much like more to just like throwing a punch, you know?
Oh, yeah.
So I'm like, dang, if I knew how to train back then, like I'd be knocking bitches out on the street, you know? But
wow. Dude, that's fucking gangster. I love that. That's why I love you, Tyler. You're fucking so G. You just keep it real. That's like, I'm knocking bitches out.
But I think it's just, I feel like I said, I just feel like it's in our bloodline. Something in my family.
Dude, I feel you. I mean, you got that. What, you're Filipino German?
Filipino German, yeah.
Dude, I feel like I get the opposite. It's like Mexican and Irish. It's just like also love to scrap. Just like go, son. Let's like kind of bang a little bit. Dude, all my homies who are Filipino, like they all love to scrap. I was just like, sick, bro. Fucking love it.
I didn't know you had Filipino friends.
Oh, dude. Yeah. Of course. Come on. Yeah, well, you're definitely one of them. Yeah, an addition. No, definitely for sure. I mean, since I was a young kid, I mean, dude, growing up in the Bay Area, there's so many Filipino families and just Filipino homies. Like, oh my God. Ponset, synagogue, the pork. The pork more than the shrimp. Dude. Then what else? I mean, like, anything taro, anything with ube. Like, yo, Ponset. I love Ponset. I love any type of like, dude, Manila Sunrise or something like that over down in like National City.
Oh yeah, that Filipino spot right there.
Dude.
By Popeyes.
Dude, right it over. You know what I'm talking about, right on that little strip. You feel me? You feel me? Like, dude, love that. But yeah, no, I fuck with Filipino food hard. Like,
I didn't know there was like a good, like, you know, Filipino up in the Bay. I didn't know.
Oh, dude, yeah.
I didn't know.
Oh, hell yeah. LA too. Like my homie Romeo, he took me to it like years ago, like maybe like 10, 12 years ago. I wasn't going home for the holidays. He's like, dude, come over to my house.
And they know how to dance, man.
Bro, he hella like, and karaoke. Wait, Romeo and I actually might not even be Filipino. It was somebody else, but karaoke for sure with all Filipino families for
dancing.
Sure. Dude,
karaoke's like our shit.
Dude, I had an ex who we were in Hawaii, and her cousin like ran a karaoke bar there, and so we went and had like a private room, and we're just like singing and just. It was so sick.
They get down.
Dude, I
they
loved it.
They can actually sing. Like,
oh, dude, yeah.
They got some vocals.
Dude, her cousins would like actually get into it. They were like singing. You know, like they weren't just like kind of, trying to sing.
Did you ever do it?
Oh, hell yeah. But see, dude, when I do karaoke, it's ain't nothing but a G thing. That's 100%. That's my go-to. Party in the USA by Miley Cyrus.
Oh, okay.
And then
not Wrecking Ball.
Nah, hell no. I love Party in the USA. Like, put your hands up, you play my song. Like, yo, that was a jam.
Can't go wrong with that Miley Cyrus song.
Dude, that and I think Forgot About Dre. I like to rap.
Oh, okay.
Because I can repeat rap real good, but if I try to spit it off the top of my dome, it's like it's a sad sight.
Like, no.
Dude, can you rap?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, dude.
I can kind of sing a little something, something.
Can you sing?
Yeah, but I'm not gonna do it right here. But I'm blast.
All right,
A little something, something.
Dude, I definitely wouldn't. I thought maybe you would have busted a rap a little bit, just because like.
You know what?
You listen to some
I
gangster
know.
rap, bro.
I know. I feel like I don't know. I get all like stage fright type thing. So
okay.
maybe if I warmed up a little bit, maybe I got a few bars.
Yeah,
I gotta write it.
I gotta
write it. I'm a good writer. I know how to write some stuff.
Okay.
So maybe if I wrote it down first and then spit.
It'll
probably come out okay.
Dude, that'd be fucking. I would be such a fan. I'm already a fan right now. Yo, real talk. But okay, so you started off. You were fighting, or not fighting. You were riding BMX.
Yes.
You make it into MMA. But you said at 19, and then you said like 23, 24. So there was like a couple years there you weren't doing nothing.
It was always like an idea at first, but at that time I was in a relationship.
Okay.
We'll speed through that, but
Yeah.
no disrespect or anything. I won't drag anyone's
Yeah,
name
yeah,
through the
yeah.
mud. It's all love at the end of the day. All learning experiences.
Yep.
But yeah, I mean, it was, I was young and busy trying to play house, and you kind of sacrifice some things, and yeah, I kind of, I finally had the strength to be my independent self again, and then that's when I started to train. I signed up. My brother actually was the one that vouched for me to go to 10th Planet. He's like, Liz Carmouche's over there, Manolo, and they'll take care of you. And my brother wasn't fighting at the time. He stopped because, some street fights and all that, and getting in trouble. Like this was all happening like the year my sister passed, So, when I joined, like I said, the rest is history now.
Well, how did you meet Manolo and stuff? Through your brothers?
Well, he's the one that told me to go, and I just called one day. They called me back, and I took a class, and I want to say like the first year, 2 years, I was kind of like in and out, like I'd show up for a good week, and then I wouldn't come back for a couple weeks. Like I was super inconsistent. But at that time, they didn't think anything of it. They were just like, okay, they didn't take me serious,
Yeah.
They probably thought I was lame. They did think I was lame, but they didn't know what was going on, till afterwards.
And that's totally fine.
Yeah. And then when I told them, they're like, okay, well that makes sense. And I was like, yeah, man, I went through a lot,
Yeah.
but also going to the gym, it's what helped me find myself again, or create myself, I want to say, and being surrounded in that type of environment with those coaches and teammates, and, sharing the same compassion and dream, and I just knew that I was like in a healthy, positive environment to be surrounded with nothing but like supportive people.
Buddy.
And yeah, I found my happy place, my home.
Good. That's amazing.
And yeah, it made me stronger and wiser.
Do you think, so I was actually going to ask you a question about that, but then before we get too far in advance, like get too ahead of ourselves, I guess, sorry. I wanted to talk about your sister because like that's actually going to probably tie into the next part of that question, because it's like, it seems like you have a very deep bond with your team.
Definitely.
I mean, is it because of they were there for you in those times that like?
No, because when my sister passed away, I was 17.
Okay. So
they didn't know. They found out through that documentary film that I talked to you about.
Yes.
When I first started, and then that's when they kind of knew, and then just them asking, or them just pretty much asking about it, and I told them, shared my story, my sister's story, and all my posts and all that stuff. So they're super supportive, and they got my back.
Dude, that's what's popping. I saw a quote today. It was talking about there's the people in your circle, then there's the people in your corner. Know the difference. Oh, is that yours?
That was yours. That was mine.
Dude.
I was like, wait, Connell, that was mine.
Dude, I was like, I'm so bad at this. I literally had to say this earlier today. I was like, if you've already told me this, because like I was talking to my homegirl Anna today. She works in here. She's a barista. Mm-hmm. She's like, dude, Connell. I was like, oh, are you from the Bay Area? She's like, Newark. We talked about this. I was like, I'm so sorry. It's not like I don't
you
like.
Forgot.
I
little brain fart.
Yeah, it's not that I don't remember, because I was like, oh, I remember now. It's just there's already I'm either doing something or like just always like shit goes in and it stays there, but then I just like, fuck, I forget sometimes. Like, I feel so bad because it's like then as soon as you say it, I remember. It's like
I was like, wait, I just posted that today,
dude. That's so like.
But you don't really think of that till it's actually like you see it, you read it, and it soaks in and hits home, and you're like, dude, that is so true. And I feel like that's exactly what it's been for me. The people in my corner. Like, at the gym, certain people, and then at home, obviously, my family, friends.
Your squad.
My squad.
Yeah, the ride or dies, like day one.
The South Bay.
Yeah, dude. Okay, so I do want to talk about your sister, but like also there's
so much.
Just make it so easy you make it so easy to talk about. It's like, so you grew up here in San Diego.
Yes, born and raised.
Born and raised in
the Southside.
Oh, Southside. Okay, so where's the Southside for people who don't know? I don't know.
Okay, so the Southside is like more towards like San Isidro, Chula Vista area. We're right like in the middle of like Palm Ave.
Okay.
So yeah.
So you're right next to the border.
Yeah, I'm like 5 minutes away.
Damn.
2 exits.
2 exits? East, west, or south?
South.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh, that's wait.
Yeah.
When I went to your house.
Yeah. Well, that was my dad's place.
Okay.
So I was like house sitting for him, but yeah, like literally, right there, 2 exits away.
Dude, yeah, we were deep.
So you were in the South Side.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
That whole area, that whole little small area right there. Yeah.
Okay.
It all connects, but that's the main area.
Dude, when you sent me your address, I don't know if I was telling you this. I might have been telling Ray.
You're all shaman in Mexico.
Dude, no. I was like, okay, I'm in North Park, yeah? And then you gave me your address, and I was like, it says I'm 30 minutes south. I'm like, dude, 30 minutes south? I was like, I don't think I'm going to Chula. And I was like, and then I'm driving, and I'm keep driving. I'm like, oh, shit. I was like deep right now.
It's all last USA.
Yeah.
You're like, what?
But dude, it was like south and like east almost.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was like going out that way, and I was like, whoa, I didn't realize you lived this deep.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Well, I moved, but it's not too far. So it's right
you still
there.
live in Chula?
Yeah, I'm on. Am I allowed to say? No, I'm gonna more close to IB area.
Okay.
I live
Yeah.
here.
You don't, no. You don't have to say where you.
It's kind of ghetto because right there by the trolley, so you know how that goes with all these.
The trolley's weird.
Crackheads and.
Yeah, I feel you. Damn, I didn't realize that's.
I'm in the hood.
Man, that just makes it. On top of all that, you do have like on top of being a pro fighter, you train all the time. I've seen you. You come into training, and sometimes I see you go, and you're just like, I'm so tired. And I'm like, I know. And I could see it on your face. But, like, you're still smiling and you're still there and you're fucking down. And it's just like, hell yeah. But you have a regular job as well.
Yes, I do. I feel like that's where the draining comes from.
That's the draining part. Not getting hit in the face.
Yeah.
Like sparring.
It's the work, having to get up, work 6 to 2:30, labor, and work for the city. So right after work, I clock back in at the gym, and I don't get out of there probably to around like 8:30, 9. Then I get home, it's already late, and I just crash out. That's my life.
Or you'll get like a run in there. I seen you on your story sometimes.
Yeah, I'll get in a run sometimes, depending if I had a good workout at the gym, or I'm just trying to sweat some more, or just me listening to my music, or just some type of motivational video. Yes. I'll get just locked in, and I'll just zone in, and when I get home, I just start getting after it even more.
Yo.
I just feel like I have to work twice as hard, just as much, because I do have a full-time job. I'm not blessed yet to fight full-time and to be able to train in the mornings just every day throughout the day. I really have to bring it to the table because of my situation,
Mm-hmm.
So it sucks, but I mean, that's why I always say, I just know I'm working. I'm always putting in overtime.
Dude, that's what makes you so badass, though. Like, you're already badass, and like the way, I mean, for anybody listening to this, they're gonna hear your passion behind what you're already doing. But it's like, you on top of that, you're working a 9-to-5 job for the city. This is not like some like BS job.
Yeah,
you're
not no security,
dude.
Some bar draw.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you are doing, like, you're over here fixing pipes. Like, I see your story. Like, dude, I'll be cracking up sometimes too when I watch your story.
Calling the cops on the homeless.
Dude, yeah. You're spraying down like the playgrounds and stuff.
Yeah.
Do sanitizing shit, but like also just you're out there. Like, you're doing it, and then you do this manual labor job, and then you go and just like put yourself through getting your ass beat. or just
It takes a toll
some
on
beatings.
my body.
Yeah, hell yeah.
But the perk of it, I always say, doing physical duties as my job, helps with my weight cuts. And, I get some sun so I can, I'm not at an office desk job.
All right.
Where I'm having like these hip injuries because I'm sitting all day. At least I get to walk around. And I think everything just has to be about your attitude. So like when I do tell you, like when you walk in, I'm like, oh, I'm so tired. I have to like snap out of it. Like, no, like I get to train today. I get to go to work. I just have to change certain words to get the day started by changing my mindset.
It's it's the mindset.
Instead of like, oh, I have to go to work. I have to go to training. Da, da, da. If you just switch out those words and be like, I get to go to work. I get to go to training. I get to do this. I get to do that. It's crazy how, things can be later on today.
Or I'll just put a camera in your face. I'll just be like, all right, Tyler, I got to do this real quick. And you're just like, okay, fuck.
I know. Okay.
No, I feel like that's what I have to do sometimes. Like, not just you in general, but just like, again, mind state. So it's like, I'm going to be hyped. I could see you're maybe not that hyped. Not you specifically, but just somebody who might be that way. And it's like, fuck it. Just
but attitude goes a long way.
Exactly. 100%.
Change it, write some positive affirmations, all that stuff. Just make your bed, Once you make your bed in the morning, you just like feel so accomplished, like getting the day started, Are
you a bed maker? Do you make your bed every day?
I'm being better about it.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Little things like that, just making your bed, kind of, coming back home to it. It's just like, it's peaceful. Nice. It's not like, oh my God, where am I?
It's like, what bomb went off in this room real quick? Yo, but like you said something that I kind of want to touch on as well, which was, you said like a motivational speech or something like that. Do you listen to motivational speeches?
I do. My brother like sends me a lot of videos he finds on YouTube, and there was one specifically that I always listen to, like during my camp, like even before my fight. Like it just gets me in the zone and gets me all pumped up, and it's kind of like a reminder and reassurance of who I'm doing it for, why I'm doing it. And it's called Resiliency Motivational Video or Motivational Speech. And it's just about boxing. I'll have to send you the link.
Dude,
but it's so motivating. It's so inspiring. Like hella lifts my spirits up, and I'll even shed a tear because it's just, I feel it. I feel every emotion. Yeah, there you go. That's the word. I am very moved by it. Yeah, touches my heart.
Yeah.
And that's when my tunnel vision sets in, and I'm just like, all right, beast mode right now.
Yeah.
I'll send you the video.
Dude, please do, because that's there's only one other person that I know other than you that listens to motivational speeches when he gets up in the morning. It's my friend Tyler Ponte.
Hey, Tyler gang.
Dude. No, Taylor.
Oh, Taylor.
Taylor.
Okay.
Taylor. Yeah. I was like, wait a minute. I didn't even think about that. That would have been pretty awesome.
That's funny because yesterday you called me Tay.
I know. You caught that? Shit. I'm so sorry.
I'm so used to it. Maybe you're thinking of your friend Taylor.
Dude, I know as I said it out loud, I was like,
I know. Leo looked at you too like,
I'm sorry. That's how I did catch it. I was like, yo, sorry, Ty, my bad, Ty. I'm so sorry. That's never happened. But no, he was the one who told me. I was like, bro, like, he's like the youngest chef in Hawaii to do this and blah, 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 and get all these like kind of like accolades, but amazing. He was so young when it happened to him. And he also does this like other weird sport, but it's like it's kind of like MMA, but with night gear. Like it's like full contact, and they like will fight and have these swords and like beat the shit out of each other. It's crazy.
Really?
I'll have to show you the photos. Yeah. I didn't believe it either. And then he showed me videos, and it was like,
where is this at? Where does this take place at? Is this legal?
It's like countries. They do country teams. So he plays for.
Wait, they're actual swords.
Not real swords. They're like, but they're like hard sticks.
But you can beat the crap out of someone.
Yeah, and they're dressed up in night gear.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's gnarly. I literally have to show this to you.
On a horse?
No, all on feet. Fuck, maybe they do have horses.
That'd be dope.
That'd be kind of tight.
Medieval times.
Exactly. It's like basically like that, but with like just beating the shit out of each other.
Foot. Dang.
But he told me that when he would get up in the morning, he listened to motivational speeches. And I was like, what do you mean? And he said, I get up and I listen to these people who've been successful, and just kind of gets me going for the day.
Yeah.
Ever since he told me that was at the beginning of 2019. Mm-hmm. I do that every morning. Like every
you have
single
to send
morning.
me over your stuff,
Dude,
that you
oh,
listen to.
I will send you some. Dude, I got some good ones. They're like
But it's cool because it's people from life experiences, and
exactly.
Law of attraction is like
Dude, the one that I listen to is Law of Attraction Coaching, but it's just motivational speeches like chopped up and people putting them together, like I don't know, Les Brown, Oprah Winfrey, like Tony Robbins, Will Smith, Denzel Washington, like all these people like who are successful, and they just talk about stuff, and they like take little like Obama, they'll have like speeches, like little excerpts from it.
Like use other people's voices for the video.
Yeah, and they put them together like a compilation. It'd be like 14 minutes, 15 minutes, and it's just like, dude, the other day.
There's one I have, I think it's with Denzel Washington, Steve Harvey, and then this other guy. I need to get his name, but he was the one that spoke to me the most with his words and just overall his experience in life. And man, obviously everyone's words moved me, and but I'll send that over.
That's super rad. See, I already know. That's I already knew. I already know. Like, the first time we kicked it, even the first time we talked, I already knew we were like gonna be homies.
I was like, do we just become friends right now?
Dude, like you're asking, do you smoke weed? I'm like, I'm smoking a joint as I'm talking to you right now. Or like, oh, what? I could be myself. I'm like, yeah, be yourself. Like, please do. Like,
well, it's just different, if you're just people have like different preferences, but every time like I've been sponsored by someone, I always had to I couldn't really be myself,
Yeah.
So I feel like the more I was talking, I was like, oh my God, he's so dope. Like I can be myself. I'm comfortable. It's like easy to talk to. Sometimes, you get nervous and stutter on some words because you're trying to be professional, and
of course,
you're just not you. And I don't like that.
No, I mean,
I'm like, accept my ghetto-ness. No, I'm just kidding.
Dude, hey, I'm
just
all
let me
for
be
it.
me.
Dude, can we talk about what you said to me yesterday though when we were oh, hold on. Yo, I'm gonna get mad. I just got mad excited.
What did I say?
Okay, you were like, I was talking to you about. I was like, yo, we gotta do the photo shoot, and you were all like, yo, where do you want to shoot it at? And I was like, and you're like, oh, in the hood or whatever. And I was like, oh, okay, yeah, I'm down. And then we were talking about like, I don't know how it came up. You're like, yo, can I like smoke a blunt? And I was like, yeah. I was like, in the photo, and you're like, yeah. I was like, if you want to, like, that's totally fine.
I know. Incorporate that.
I know. I am so stoked. I cannot wait until like. But even the fact that that's exactly what you did too. You were like, right here. I was like, wait, if you're gonna, I think I said to you, I was like, if you have it though, like, it needs to be lit. Like, you're like, I'm just gonna stand there and hold it. Like,
blow it, man.
Yeah, you gotta like have it lit, dude. I mean, is it too ghetto if we actually rolled like a backwood?
Backwoods.
You don't like backwoods?
No.
You want to smoke it like a joint, like a big raw joint?
Swish, but backwoods they look dope.
Swisher,
Swisher. What?
Oh, you're going like old school. Is it just because you can't roll the backwood, or is it like?
Honestly, I don't know how to roll. I always had my brother and my homies, and they just did it. I'm like, all right. I'm more of a bowl ripper.
A bowl ripper.
Bowl ripper, yeah. I can bring my bong too.
No.
Got a big ass.
We're not fucking doing a bong. That is not happening. No. That's like we're not. No.
I smoked backwards before, but I just don't like
the fresh tobacco leaf.
It's just wet. Like it felt like someone just licked my shit, and I'm like,
I mean,
it's just too damp. I don't like that.
Okay, that's fair. We
can. And I feel like in the Southside, we talk shit about people that smoke backwards. But I mean, I'll smoke it. Shit, get high. But I'm just used to blunts. My brother would be be rolling up blunts all day with his Swishers.
Damn.
Yeah.
Dude, that must be nice. Like
one time for Christmas, we got him a whole box of Swishers.
What? Like, okay. Can I share like a really stupid story?
Go for it. Okay. I'm all ears right
Dude.
now.
So one Christmas, I was driving around. It was like Christmas vacation with me and my homies from our high school in Fremont, and I was in love with Juicy, like by Biggie. And I was like just getting on this tip. I was probably like I had to have been 18 because we were able to buy tobacco. So it was like my senior year. I think that's what it was. And he's like, smoking lime Optimos, all the nose.
Hey, you better go harder.
Yeah, I get. No, I know what he's like. Smoking lime. I'm like, I didn't realize. I was like, lime Optimos. I'm like, so we went around to like every liquor store in Fremont to find lime Optimos.
Did you?
No. And I was like, what the fuck is this? And then I was like, is he saying lime Optimos or smoking line Optimos, meaning like rolling a blunt? and then just smoking a line. Like it's a line.
Oh,
I was like,
okay. So it wasn't a flavor.
no.
Oh.
And I was like, wow, how stupid am I, bro? And because I was just kept playing and I was like rolling blunts in the front seat. Like I was like, hella dumb. Just
You should have like Googled it. Like so you didn't waste time going on a mission.
This was when I was 18. This is 16 years ago. Google wasn't like on your phone yet. Like, we still had like flip phones.
You didn't have access yet.
Or no. What? Oh yeah, it was the bricks. Yeah, it was the bricks. Ray said it was the brick phones. But no, like the iPods just came out when I was 18. Like, dude, no, there wasn't even the sidekicks yet.
I always forget how old you are.
I'm 34. Dude,
it's insane.
Know. I'm an old guy. It sucks.
You don't look or act like it.
Thank God. Thank you. I appreciate that. That's pretty buttery. Thank you. Dude. Anyways, we digress. But I did want to close that. He did. Sorry. I had a brain fart. Okay. What we were talking about before that.
But do they make flavors? Lime?
Oh, no. Yeah, like grape and strawberry
but not lime.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Like I was 18, I didn't know what I was doing.
But that's pretty I'd probably think the same thing. I don't know if I'd go on a mission for it though.
Oh, dude. We weren't doing anything that night, and our friend would just drive us around. It was so ridiculous. That's what I was going to talk about, though. The photo shoot and then your coffee and the other things. So we actually have...
Blunts and coffee.
Yes. Blunts and coffee. Caffeine and green. That's what we're doing. Literally caffeine and green. Literally. So yesterday, we actually did a cupping of your sample roast.
Yes.
Of the Southside coffee, which is why, like... For anybody who's listening to the show that knows, like, that follows Caffeine and Green, like, we're basically making a bunch of edits. We're making like 4 edits for you, each about a minute or less, and then we're gonna do a full-on documentary piece in December, right before your pro fight.
Yes.
So that's gonna be fun. So we have a lot of stuff like coming up, but then first and foremost, the 23rd is your coffee, the Southside coffee. It's your pro bag, your pro coffee bag.
This is like surreal. If you were right next to me, I'm like, can you pinch me? Because it's crazy. I've always, manifestation, man.
Yeah? What did you manifest with coffee?
Well, no, because like how I was talking about it and like I was making my post and I'm like, why? I'm such a coffee drinker. Like, why am I not sponsored by one? Like, who can like help me reach out to somebody, you know? And that's when Chris, shout out.
Shout out Chris, dude.
Vouching for me.
Dude, hell yeah.
And so he gave me your number. We linked up and I've always like, once we got off the phone, I'm like, dude, that'd be so dope if I had like my own like coffee stuff, And when you had talked to me about it, I'm like, that's fucking crazy because I've been really like manifesting stuff lately.
Sick.
Just trying to, whether it's writing things down, and so I'm really excited. It's really surreal.
Dude, yes. So then yesterday you were actually we went to Liav's house and we had the cupping there, and you guys got to meet, and she helped with.
I did not expect that.
Dude, no, she's super good at coffee. She's super good. Her palate's really well developed. It was funny though because like she was a lot like you. When I first started teaching her how to like do the coffee stuff, she was like, "What do you mean? Just hold it up to your mouth and like, slurp." And it's like, no, you got. And now she's like killing it, and she knows like.
Yeah.
How to decipher the flavors and things.
Yeah, she knows her stuff. I was like, oh my God. Dude. When they were like, oh, I smell and taste cherry. I'm like, where the fuck? I was like, I am not getting that.
Yeah.
What y'all smoking? Let me.
Dude, let me get a little bit of that.
Let me get some of that so I can taste some flavor. But I didn't taste any fruity flavors. Not till the end with that last light roast coffee.
The lighter
tasted
one.
like a lemon, like the peel. That's what it tasted.
It was
and
a
I
little
honestly
under
liked
roasted.
it.
Oh, you did?
But I liked it.
Okay.
Because I think the first 2 flavors that we tried, I didn't really taste anything.
Yeah.
Like the first one tasted really peanutty.
Yeah.
And the second one was kind of like a hazelnutty, but not really. It was really, I feel like kind of bland a little bit. The last one I liked a lot.
It's definitely, sample roasting is always weird because I like to be on the bigger roasters because I can manipulate it better. Mm-hmm. And the sample roaster is always a different roaster. So it's like, you basically, for me, when I look at sample roasting, it's like, you're finding, that's why I gave you like, I was trying to describe it to you. I was like, oh, so there's like, this one's 1:45. This is 2 minutes. This is like 2 minutes and 12 seconds. Like those, just that little window makes a huge difference in coffee.
Yeah.
So it's generally finding I think I said this yesterday. It's like finding a general direction you're trying to go in.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, if these flavors are good and this is what is like a little bit better, this is this is the right direction. So I think it's going to be a little bit darker, or I could do a couple just samples and we'll see what goes.
Okay. It was cool. It was a good experience. I'm like, man, these are some real coffee people right here.
Oh, yeah.
I ain't shit. I thought I was like, I did not expect that. I thought everything. This is how I visualized it. I'm like, okay, we're gonna go like in a factory. These coffee's gonna be made. We're just gonna be like sipping on them. You know, I didn't think we were gonna do that whole like procedure.
Yeah,
like waiting. I'm like, dude, this is pretty intense. It's like time consuming. You know.
It's very time consuming.
And then I had no idea about the spoon and slurping. I thought we just drink it.
Yeah,
you know?
no. You thought you were about to be wired from
I was
out there. Dude, no, that's you know, it's definitely a process because you take it seriously in terms of like you look at the customer.
Yeah.
How the customer is going to react to this. How are people going to react in general? I mean, we're here at Steel Mill, yeah, and I do all the coffee for them. So those buckets right behind you, those are all the coffee that I roasted today.
Oh, that's the one you brought yesterday.
No,
bin, right?
No, that's not yours. That's I brought your coffee specifically. Oh. This is Steel Mill's espresso blend right here. So this is what like they sell here in the shop. So it's completely different.
Oh, okay.
That's like a blend of a couple different coffees. Yours is from Guatemala. That is like a Colombia, Ethiopia.
Oh.
So it's pretty rad. Like super different taste, but really, really sweet. Really, really good. Full-bodied, amazing. Oh. But yours
Give
is...
it a try.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. I'll get you a bag for sure.
Okay.
You'll definitely like that. It's definitely different than anything I've given you from Caffeine and Green.
Okay.
Way sweeter.
Okay.
Yeah, super tasty though.
I don't mind sweetness.
No, dude, it's sweet and it's dark. So you'll definitely like, I know you like darker coffees.
Yeah.
Definitely don't want to forget about talking about your grandpa and drinking coffee too.
Oh, I
Reminder.
know. Dark roast. Big ups to him.
Dude.
Put me on game.
Dude, that's what's, yes. So all of this is like, all what I mean is like that another great reason why I was glad you came on board. You were on board the day before we dropped. Like the day before the company officially launched. Yeah. So that was sick. And I think one thing.
Everything aligned.
Yeah, it all aligned. And then I definitely had asked you, I was like, you know what? To me, or what to you, why is coffee so big in your life? Like, and it was because of your grandfather, you said.
Yeah.
So tell me about that.
Man, every weekend I would have breakfast with him, and I've been drinking coffee since I was 8 years old. I don't know if that's okay. I don't know. But, you know, I'm grandpa's girl. You know, I pretty much grew up with him. I didn't really have a relationship with my mom and my dad. So, and he lived right next door, a house away. So I was always over there, even during the week, but mainly weekends because obviously he was off. So I would have breakfast. He'd cook me French toast every weekend, sit there next to him while he read his newspaper, smoked a cigar, drink his coffee, a little bit of whiskey in there.
Oh, what?
Not for me. But yeah, he would always have a breakfast ready for me. And that's probably why I haven't grown.
You think that's what's
been drinking coffee since I was like 8 years old. Yeah. And you know, ain't nothing changed, but I would put a lot of creamer, a lot of sugar, like it's super sweet. Obviously, it's died down a lot more.
Yeah, yeah.
But I love my cream.
Okay. Okay. What kind of cream are you using?
I use heavy cream. It's probably not.
Oh,
good.
just actual heavy cream?
Yeah. Well, back then, because my grandpa would use half and half for heavy cream. So I would put a shit ton of that and then just like overload it with sugar.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. But obviously, as I got older, I started switching it up, making it like my own. So I don't put too much sugar, but I do put a lot of cream. Like, okay. Yeah, me and my coworker, Jackie. Hey, girl. We're big coffee fanatics, you know, and we always say, "Oh, we're 90% cream, 10% coffee."
Oh my god! Like it's like that BC Boys lyric. It's like I like my coffee, or no, I like my. I like my sugar with coffee and cream. That's what it was. That's
yeah.
Yes. Oh my god!
But we love our creamer. You know, I can go out without it, but yeah, I mean, I love it. I put extra.
That's why I want you to try. Like I knew that about you, and I remember you were telling me, and I was like, it's fine, I don't care. But it's like I want you to try the black coffee.
But I have.
Yeah, no,
and I didn't need it. I mean, I probably put a little bit of sugar in there, but I didn't even need creamer for it, which is weird because I've tried just black coffee like that, and I'm like, this is gross. Like,
yeah, it's like super roasted.
Do this, you know, because a lot of people will switch it up, especially a lot of the fighters. They'll just start drinking, you know, black coffee.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, you guys are brave. Damn, like, but they tell me, they're like, okay, well, you just got to keep drinking it. You'll get used to it. And
Yeah.
I can't.
Acquired taste.
And till I met you and you gave me your stuff. And man, that shit was good. Even
Thank
my
you.
roommates said the same thing.
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Thank you.
It
I
probably
appreciate
didn't
that.
taste as good because we're ghetto. We didn't have a grinder, so we were using the smoothie blender.
No, that's totally fine. That's totally fine.
But
Yeah, the
I
bullet or
gotta-
something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Totally
But
fine.
I got a grinder today, and my grandpa gave it to me. I'm like, dude, I've been bugging everyone. And he's like, oh, I have it. Because I took him to his doctor appointment today, and he's like, yeah, I have the grinder here. You can have the old coffee maker, too. I'm like, well, I don't need it, but I'll take it.
Nice.
So I got the grinder. No more smoothie blender.
Did you tell him you're getting a
coffee?
coffee bag?
Yeah.
What did he say?
He's stoked. He's
Yeah?
super stoked. Yeah. And he just, he's a strange one now. Cause he's getting older and,
Yeah.
but he's always told me he's admired me and like my hard work and, my determination to always like, want to be successful and
Mhm.
just to strive to be better. And he tells me that. So it makes me
Good.
happy because I'm closer to him. I have more of a relationship with him.
Okay.
I'm grandpa's girl.
That's what's
Papa's
popping.
girl.
Yeah. I got you.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm the same way with my grandmother. My grandmother's like everything. She's like,
I remember you telling me. Yeah.
dude, I swear to God, every time I see her, like, it's like tears. Like, I
Yeah.
don't even have to say anything about my grandma. It's just,
Yeah.
tears. I'm just like, grandma, stop
I'm just
crying.
like, come here, you're my favorite person.
Yeah,
in the world.
ever. And like, I can't really hug her too much anymore because she's like so old now. Like,
Yeah.
it's just like, oh, hi, grandma. Like, it's
I know, you got to be more gentle.
super gentle.
Yeah.
Dude, it's crazy when you see like your grandparents because like you're essentially a baby, you're helpless, right? And then you go
Yeah.
through your life and then you become old and you're like, fuck, it's kind of the same thing.
Yeah.
And I see that in my grandma a lot and I'm like, there's like three people at once. Like it'll be me, it'll be my cousin, it'll be my dad, and like we're all like around grandma. Grandma, what do you need? Like, oh, I need an ice pack for my legs, or like, can you hand me my walker? Or, like there's something that's just like weird,
Yeah.
And
then you start taking care of them.
Yeah.
It's cool though. I mean, I'm like this. I'm in debt with you, so
100%. I mean, I'll
whatever
do that
you need,
for life. Like,
it can be a pain in the butt, but it all comes from a good place.
dude, my
at the end of the
grandma,
day.
my grandma still, when it was 5 years ago, so I was 29. I was 29 years old, and I got to stay at my grandmother's house for a year while I recouped from my broken back. And
What?
she,
You
yeah,
have
yeah,
broken back?
yeah, dude, yeah. I didn't tell you that,
No.
dude. Yeah, I've talked about it so much on the podcast, but like I broke my back skateboarding, and dislocated my hip at 29. Yeah,
Oh my god.
it was crazy, dude. It was so
Were
crazy.
you crying?
I didn't cry. It actually.
Like, did you know right away? Like,
No.
hey, man, you got. I need details. This is crazy.
Dude, I know. I knew something was wrong. As soon as I hit the ground, because I like.
Well, how'd you ate shit?
Yeah, skating. Like I tried to ollie. It was like a natural made bump over like a bar. Like call it like a bump to bar, and it was just like a freak. Like when you're pushing and you're just going and you're just like I know I'm not gonna make it, but I'm gonna try anyways because I'm already.
It.
Yeah, exactly. Like a fuck it mentality.
I'm gonna send it.
Yeah. And like my front truck hit the bar, and like I turned sideways, landed like
Ooh.
could not break my fall, popped my hip out like half, and then broke the L5 vertebrae in my back. Yeah.
How
in
long were
one
you
fall.
out for? Holy fuck.
Dude, so I got up, like I was able to like
Okay.
move, and then I was like, damn, something. I was
Feels
like, I'm
funny.
done. Yeah, I was like, well, let's go get this photo. I went and got the last photo that I ever shot for like a skate photo.
You
And-
still skated after that?
Yeah, I was feeling this like pain in my hip, and I was like, if I stop moving, I know it's gonna hurt. So I was
Yeah.
like, let's get this photo, and then we'll deal with it afterwards. Got the photo like super quick. And I was like, thank God, must have been a sign.
Yeah. What if you ate shit again?
Dude, didn't want to think about it,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
so we get there, we finish. I go home that night, and I'm like chilling, smoking, whatever. Go to sleep, and I wake up the next morning, and I like could not move my leg. I couldn't walk. I couldn't move my leg. It literally was like if I moved it an inch to even go to the bathroom, like it was the most painful shit I'd ever been in. It was so
literally.
crazy. Literally, my back was hurting super crazy. My hip was hurting super crazy. I could barely walk. And then I ended up like, I think at some point I took like a couple days off, and then I was able to like kind of get my ass around, like just like walk, like, oh my God,
Yeah.
And then kind of got okay. Couldn't skate, couldn't do anything, but like I was able to walk finally.
Mm-hmm.
My back was killing me all the time. And then went to Hawaii, came back 5 days, got sick, got the flu. Laid up
because of that?
No, laid up. Got like I just like the pain was starting to subside because it'd been maybe like 3 weeks to a month by this point. And I was like, okay.
But you still never went to the doctor.
Never went to the doctor because every time I went to the doctor, every time I went, I had like an HMO, and they were like, nah, it's like, you're fine. There's nothing we can see. Like you can range of motion's fine, whatever. I'm like, yo, I'm
but
so
you didn't
much
get
pain.
X-ray or anything like that?
Nothing.
That's weird.
They wouldn't, because the HMO wouldn't approve it. They were like, oh, nothing is wrong, then we're not going to let you go see this doctor or something. I was like, whatever. So I switched hella doctors. I ended up going to 6 doctors total.
What the hell?
Went to the NorCal Spine Institute and in Northern California because like I was like, I have to go.
Yeah.
I go up there. They find the crack in my L5 vertebrae. And it was like literally, it's the tiniest crack. It was like.
So it wasn't too crazy.
It wasn't like shattered. It wasn't like that. It was like literally, if you look at like it was like a stress crack, if you will.
Okay.
In my back, and they were like, "That's why your back hurts." And then they took me to physical therapy, and the guy was like, "Is something wrong with your?" He's like, "Has anybody ever told you your left leg's longer than your right?" And I was like, "No."
Oh, so he popped your hip.
He popped it back in, and then it was like good for 3 days, and then after that, he's like, "It's gonna be the worst pain you've ever had," because he's like, Your hip was popped out for 3 months. It was like half popped out. It wasn't fully popped out. It was half. So like my iliac crest, all the muscles basically went like this. And then when he popped it back in, they basically like recoiled. But then they knotted.
Oh.
So dude, it was crazy. Like a lot of yoga, like years of yoga, multiple times a day to like get me back to mobility. And then I moved in with my grandmother, and I was like, dude, 4 or 5 months, I couldn't do anything but walk. I couldn't turn. I couldn't it's.
But you didn't get surgery. It just kind of healed.
No, it had.
Like
I healed it on its own, but like.
Well, that's a good thing,
dude.
And it was a bone. You want kind of like the bone.
You definitely want the bones.
Yeah.
As weird as that sounds.
Yeah.
But it was crazy. I'm like in my grandmother's house. My great aunt used to live in this room. My tia Nita. And I'm sitting on this bed that like my tia used to sleep in. And I had like 2 pillows underneath my butt, like 4 pillows stacked underneath my like the creases of my knees, and then I had 4 pillows lined up against the wall. So when I literally just would sit there, and I couldn't do anything. I just sit there, and like they're like, you just have to sit like that for 4 months. And I was like, so I'd go to work, I'd walk, and then I'd come home and I'd sit.
Like the longest 4 months ever.
Yeah, it was.
Did you get fat?
Like
a little thick.
I was definitely thicker. Like
Okay.
I didn't get fat because I got like skinny fat.
Oh, I see.
Like my face didn't get fatter, but like my belly started to get a little bit. But
the dad bod.
Kind of a dad bod, yeah.
The natural dad bod.
A natural dad. Dude, it was crazy though, because like I've always been a runner. Like with my pops, I went from running like half marathons, a marathon to couldn't even walk half a mile like on a treadmill. It was so painful. It was so gnarly.
But were you doing physical therapy during that time?
I
the
couldn't.
4 months. You just had to.
I tried to do the physical therapy, but it was since nobody knew my back was broke. All the exercises they were giving me, it would be like killing my back. And I was like, I even got mad at a physical therapist once. I was like, I don't know what you're doing. I was like, but none of this is working. And she requested to have a different person, because I was just like, I'm not mad at you. I'm just frustrated with this whole situation because nobody knows what's going on.
Yeah.
So it's like,
man, they're giving you like the runaround with all these different people.
Dude, it was so shitty. And then once I switched to a PPO, I went straight to the NorCal Spine Institute, and that's when they found out what was wrong. It's like, yo, I'm not an advocate for HMO insurance at all.
Oh my God.
I mean, like,
does it still bother you this day a little bit?
my back, no. My back's fine.
Well, your hip.
My hip definitely at times will get super tight. It's been weird. Ever since I started training, I realize how much water I drink and how much water affects my body in general. So it's like, I know if I've been partying too much, I get super dehydrated. I can pull a muscle way easier. I can feel it in my body all the time. It's because with training,
that's when the injuries happen the most, and we're sweating out all that electrolyte. So we're more fragile to get injuries that way.
Dude, it's so crazy. And I could definitely feel, and it's all because of
difference.
training, because of that. Like the intensity of the training, whether it's jujitsu, like 4 times a week and
That's
then
so gnarly.
training all that
Oh
shit. It's
my
like,
God.
dude, it's like, nah, I can't do it as much anymore. It's like,
That's why I don't like skateboarding.
dude,
I need like control. Like I need some handlebars.
dude.
Like
well,
I can't just like float like that. I need a base.
but see, when I'm on my skateboard, I can like chill, like
Oh hell no, I can't.
vibing.
I'm like, no skateboarding for me. That's
Ever?
one thing fuck no, hell no. I was like, I'll be on a scooter or just my bike.
Nah, the bike. Stay on the bike.
Yeah,
Do you
because
ever
I
get,
like
those-
control. I
Okay.
can't just free it like that. I'm like, what do I do with my arms? I don't like that because there's nothing for me to hold on to control. Everything's just down here. Ugh, I can't do it.
I got you.
No skateboarding for me,
Dude.
ever,
Ever.
ever.
Dude. All right. Well, to each their own.
Stick to the bikes.
Dude, before I forget too much, but I also want to talk about, so we talked about your coffee. We also have a shirt. We're going to have a shirt that's going to be a
Yeah.
limited edition shirt. So like once they're gone, they're gone.
I
But
know.
this is it. But it's like,
It's gonna sell out quick.
It's your shirt. It says C&G and then it says Southside. You're wearing it right now if everybody can't see it.
Represent. Hey.
It's blue. It's royal blue. And on the back it says Caffeine and Green, but it's in the Filipino flag.
Yes.
Yes.
Gotta represent.
Dude, so
Motherland.
are you excited? Like, how? I haven't actually asked you how
Hey,
you're feeling about it.
You already know because by my text messages,
Dude, yeah.
all the gifs. No, I really am. Just like I said, it just feels surreal, and I'm really, really blessed, really fortunate to do this.
Yes.
It's crazy because I was talking to I don't know who it was. It might have been my sister. And she was talking like highly of you and the company and stuff. She's like, wow, like they're actually doing a lot for you. Like they're coming out, they're filming you, you're coming out with your own coffee and then like your shirts. She's like, this is like one of the sponsors that really like are taking care of you and they want to see you like succeed. Cause it's not like,
Hell yeah.
oh, here's your free product. Shout me out. That's it. Like you're taking me along this journey, like with the company, like,
Dude,
it's just
yeah.
different. It's different, because I have another sponsor that does that as well, like with my clothing apparel,
Is it
working-
Delinquent?
not Delinquent,
Oh, shit,
Beyond
sorry.
Motivation.
Beyond Motivation.
Yeah, I'm not sorry, but
Sorry.
the always repping. I'm wearing it right now. It's the South Bay Drinking Club.
I see that jacket. Yeah, that looks like a members only jacket.
He had the pop-up sale. When was it? Saturday. So yeah, that's just like a local, like, just you got to support people that are in your community and
100%.
we rise together.
Yes.
So he reached out to me. So that's like my streetwear apparel. Beyond Motivation, they're the ones that make my fight tees and give me all my workout apparel.
Sick.
So they do a lot for me too. But with you, it's like different in a sense because you're actually having me like, be a part of it.
Yeah. No,
It's
you're
just
definitely
different.
a part
it's
of
different,
it. Yeah.
And it's crazy because everyone is noticing too. So
Sick. Dude, no, I mean, that's what I said earlier in the podcast. Like, you were literally the day before. It was so, I will forever remember September 30th. That was the first day I talked to you because 10/1 was the day that we like officially launched the company. So, yeah,
right
dude.
time, man. Perfect timing.
It was meant to be.
Yeah.
It really was. I mean,
I was
that's
so stoked. I was like, call me.
yes. It's like, yeah, I'm glad you feel that way because I definitely want you to be a part of this, not just because you're a fighter and because you like coffee. It's like, no, like you're literally there at 24 hours before day one. And it was like, all right,
Yeah.
we're just going to go all in with you. And
literally
just see how it
taking
goes.
me under your wing.
Dude, yeah, it's like, come on, we're going to
Taking
do
care
this.
of me, everything. So shout out to you making
Dude.
these dreams come true.
Dude, that's what's popping though. Tyler, that's what's fucking sick. Dude.
Good looking out.
Of course.
Appreciate you.
It's just the start. It's just like I know based on our text messages, like if people saw our text messages, they'd probably be like, y'all are like way too positive.
Your positive vibes annoy me.
Dude, for real, people get hella pissed off about that too.
I know. I'm like, what is wrong with that? Like,
Dude.
we gotta shed this positivity.
You got to spread it
On everybody.
Exactly, because it's gonna spread. It's like infectious because I think I don't know. Sorry, that's not like too personal, but it's like I feel like not you specifically, but just like people who are like you and I, especially when we're like feeding each other, like, oh, go,
Yeah.
you're gonna fucking
We're
kill
like
it today.
hype woman,
like,
hype man type shit.
like hyping each other up to
Yeah.
like get after it that
Yeah.
day. That's almost off-putting to a lot of people because it scares them into like either not doing enough or they don't believe in themselves enough.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or it could be a combination of the things, but it's like they think because you're so amped up that like, I don't know, it's like offensive. It's like, what are you talking about? Like, no, you can be like this too.
Yeah.
You just got to believe in yourself. You got to know that you're going to be great. You got to like, when I text you so much, I'll be like, be great today.
Yeah. Because
like,
you have to, you know, and it goes a long way. Like everyone always goes through their own shit, you know, in and out of work or in and out the gym, whatever. Everyone has their own personal issues, you know, and I feel like just shedding that light onto people makes a huge difference, you know, just saying simple stuff like that, you know, like, you know, you're blessed, or, you know, be great today. Like, you know, make today great, like kill the day, you know, just like simple things like that. It goes a long way, and everything with your attitude. So it changes your whole attitude.
Mind state.
So you have to do that.
Good.
Especially if it's people that are like, you know, like just showing like nothing but love and like support, you know, we have to like build each other up. We have to support each other's goals and dreams. Like it's already hard doing everything on our own, and you know, we 100%. Are our own worst enemies. So
always,
you know, we punish ourselves sometimes when we're all up in here in our heads. So there's no need to do that on other people. We got to be positive.
Or do you fully believe that you're your hardest critic?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, naturally.
Yeah.
Just like that, you know.
Do you shit talk to yourself? Because like I shit talk to myself, but like you might just be like, maybe this isn't good enough, or like.
No, I mean I'm not like to a certain extent like, oh, you stupid bitch. No.
Dude, no. I'll
sometimes, but no, I'm just I'm better about it now because I feel like I'm in a better spiritual place. So I know I'm like, okay, well, tomorrow's a whole new day. Like I'm gonna get after it.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not going to always have these good days, but I can always try to keep my head up about it and be positive and take it as like a learning and growing experience, you know?
Good.
But before, the old me, if something went wrong, everyone paid for it. Like I was like, my attitude was messed up.
Like lashing out, yeah.
Oh yeah. Like I would bring like my own shit to wherever I was at, and I made people feel uncomfortable.
Really?
That was like the old me.
No, I feel you.
It's still part of me, but I'm changing, and I just want to be a better woman, better human being.
Well, you've acknowledged like you.
I'm aware of it, but now I'm putting in like the action. You know, it's time. You know, time to grow up.
All right, that's fair. That's super fair. I mean,
woman up.
I've said it. This is the third podcast I've done in like a couple, like 9 days or something like that. Like I was like guest on another one, and then I had one last week.
Okay.
But it was like a theme last week, and I was like, I mean, like I was young for sure, but I definitely had an attitude, and I definitely realized, I think, like to say it out loud, I was like, damn, I was an asshole. Like I knew I was rude, but like I think about
like
some
a
of
hothead. You were
yeah.
a hothead?
Oh, dude, yeah, super hothead, like tough, super tough, especially my like 19 to like 23. Oh, yeah. Such a dick. I was so bummed. Like thinking back now, I don't like, you know, when people look back on their clothes and they're like, oh god, look what I was wearing. You know, like, nah, I don't ever think back at like when I look back at those things, I'm like, damn, triple XLT and that sick ass New Era hat. Yep, shit's still tight. At that time, it was fire. But then I think about how I behaved, and that's what really bums me out. I don't regret the clothes that I wore, but how I treated people wasn't the best. And like some of the people that I definitely treated well, like I was down for, but I definitely made a lot of mistakes. You learn, of course, but
yes, always.
Yeah, I like you. I used to lash out. I would bring my problems like, yo, wherever they were at, they're coming with.
Yeah,
like, you know, like,
I'll make you pay for it. I gotta take it out on somebody.
Exactly.
Oh, it's embarrassing. You know, you're like, fuck, I can't believe I was like that. You know.
What was the turning point for you, if you don't mind me asking?
The biggest, I feel like, reality check was, it's always like relationships, I feel like. But it was like a blessing in disguise, you know. It was just something that I was aware of certain things that I needed to work on, but it's not putting in the action for it. So once I took that step, man, I already just felt the change and like the difference just mentally and emotionally, you know. It really helped me. So I speak to a therapist every Wednesday. And then I go down.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Currently.
Yeah.
Good for you.
It's really good. It's really good. Everything always goes back to like your upbringing though, you know, as a child.
Yep.
And
I definitely understand that.
so that's kind of where we're at right now. And I have no shame like talking about it.
No, don't.
Fuck. I'll preached it. Like, go see a therapist, talk to someone. It's always good to talk to someone you don't know,
Yep.
But I think that was the best decision that I made for me. I'm on another just like mental game right now.
You're on the up and up.
Just trying to just be better, be a better version of myself.
Good.
So Wednesday's like my therapy day, because I'll
Okay.
go out to the sweat lodge on the res. So that's where we're getting like spiritually connected. It's like the
What?
native way of praying. So we just do like sweat rounds. 2 of my teammates go,
Wow.
Pearl Gonzalez and Alima McFarland. And I'll see them there too.
Oh,
at the sweat.
Eliminator?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
damn. Okay.
So, when she walks out to her Bellator fights and
Yeah.
she has, the indigenous tribe behind her
Yeah,
doing
she's from
chanting the
Hawaii.
songs and
Yeah.
that's actually like from them. Yeah. On
Damn,
the
yeah.
res. Yeah. So I that was like the best thing that I could have done for myself too. And I mean, I don't know how much like you're into. Well, I'm not like religious, but I do
I'm not
believe in a
religious.
higher power. And
So you're more
I have-
spiritual?
I'm more spiritual.
Okay.
Yeah. And I believe in a higher power. I feel like we all should,
Yep.
And going to the sweat and speaking to a therapist, man, I feel the difference. I don't feel as tense. I feel just free,
Do you feel like you
Feel
carry,
light.
like you're letting go of things?
I do. And what Sweat Lodge teaches you is like your past, it's not for you to carry, all that weight. And they just teach you how to let go. And, you just feel like a brand new person after you leave the lodge. And I'm really grateful for my sweat fam.
Dude, where is this at? You said it's on the res?
Saquon. Yeah,
So-
Saquon Res. Yeah.
Oh, so out where we would have been
Yeah.
yesterday.
Literally, like, yeah, right there in that area.
Damn.
Literally.
Damn.
Yeah. Who was it? One of my girls, Angelica, who I became really close to, like reached out to me, and it's her family that does it. So very thankful for her and her family for having me be part of the Sweat family.
That's really
It's
cool.
beautiful. It's such a beautiful feeling. It's indescribable. You'd have to like
What is it, like a sauna?
experience yourself.
Is that what you're doing?
Yeah, but worse.
The worst.
Yeah.
So is it also, I mean, aside from just being in that extreme heat, because you're doing heat shock proteins by that point, you're actually
Yeah, it's literally
very,
you're
very
sweating
beneficial.
in there, you're singing songs, you're praying, and everyone's praying for you, and it could be intense, you can get like a panic attack or anxiety attack, but that's when you need to focus on your breathing, focus on your prayer, because it gets intense in there. I mean, it's a sweat lodge for a reason, but
yeah.
that's the whole purpose, is just to keep praying, keep focusing on your breathing, and giving all your pain, have it be taken away from you and give it all to your ancestors. You're just praying high.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. Like
Sick.
I can't even describe the feeling.
Okay.
I started bringing my brother with me too, and it's been helping him as well. So
Buttery.
yeah,
I
it's
like
cool,
that.
man. I love it. I love it so much. I'm so happy that I started doing it. So Wednesday's
Good.
my therapy day.
Good. Yeah, self-care is just as
Yes.
important as whatever else you're doing in
Yes.
terms of like physical care.
Yeah.
Yes.
You
Dude,
got to.
Awesome. Yes.
Got to. That's my self-care day.
Did with all this self-care, I mean, I think this might be a good way to like ask you about your sister. So like that your sister, for people who don't know the story, can you like kind of shed some light on what had happened?
Yes. So when I was 17, my sister was diagnosed with neuroblastoma at the age of 7. And she did chemotherapy for about 6-7 months. She didn't pass away from cancer. She actually passed away from an infection. But what she had was going to be really rare, like the chances that you were going to, survive. But they thought, with everything going on and like her doing her chemotherapies, they thought she was going to be that 1%,
Yeah.
But unfortunately the infection, it got to her and she passed away. And I was racing at the time. I was in high school. I believe I was entering my senior year. Yeah, I believe so. Yeah. And man, it was just, I think just being around my family too, it just kind of raised like the bar for me. Like my brothers, they, everyone kind of coped with it different. And
Yeah.
unfortunately my brothers, they started like drinking. They were getting like in fights. And I saw like all the stress like my dad was going through, just like everyone, everyone was like in their own world, like battling with it, with the loss of my sister. And I just wanted to turn this negative into a positive. So, dude, it was just like something just lit up inside me and I was unstoppable. Like after that, like I was like, fuck that. Like, and it's crazy because this motivation, I know I'm backtracking, but there was this motivational video that I'll send it to you.
Yeah.
But he mentions that, and he was actually a fighter. And it just kind of goes perfect to what I'm about to like say. But his mom passed away, and he was the guy that knocked out Mike Tyson. I don't know if it was it Roy Jones? I don't want to.
No, it wasn't Roy Jones because they're about to fight. I don't remember.
I don't know who it is. Okay,
We'll
don't judge me, boxing community. But he said something that really stuck to me, and it made me think of my sister. But obviously in that moment, I didn't really think because I was still young. And he said, when his mom passed away, it was like, I either die with her or I'm going to fucking like honor her. I'm going to live for her or through her. And that's exactly what I did, and I just made it like my duty to win every single national, like in her honor. Like I mean, I still do, I still rep her to this day. Like
you hold her photo in the ring.
Yep. And I had her picture in the back of my number plate on my bike. I had a customized jersey in her. Like, dude, I repped her to the fullest. And
this is popping.
When the day of her funeral, and I mean, you'll probably meet some of my BMX family, later on. I still got to be in connections with them. But they'll tell you, dude, the day my sister's funeral, I wrote a speech and I told everyone, I was like, oh, when it comes to Oklahoma Grands, because that's like the biggest race on earth. That's what they quote it.
Yeah.
That's when everyone gets like their titles and all that stuff. So it's just like all the races and nationals that you compete in, it's like points.
Okay.
So the end of the year, the last race is during Thanksgiving weekend, which takes place in Oklahoma every year. And that's like everyone goes like from all over because that's where all the titles are held and everyone from all over comes. So it's like such a big class. Like, so I was up in the top ranks for it. So if I won that race, like I would have got the title, and I did that year. And it was like the most emotional, like proud moment ever. Like I had to go up on stage, said my speech, and everyone in the stands was like crying because they knew,
Yeah.
And I told everyone at the funeral, I was like, watch when Grands comes around, when Oklahoma hits, like I'm gonna win that title for her. Watch. And I did.
Like bet.
And it was like everyone, it was lit. Like I fucking like I unclipped off my pedals, I fucking threw my bike, and I just got on my knees. I was crying. Even like my class, the girls that I raced, like just came over and like fucking hurdled me.
That's
it was
tight.
like, yeah.
Dude, that's
I don't want to choke, but
no,
that was like the most proudest like moment ever. Like, and after that, like, I feel like that's when people were like, yeah, you are like a great example of like anything you can do if you set your mind to it, and yeah, I just honored her. I still do. She's my biggest motivation. She's my why, and I take her everywhere I go with me. Even with school, I was like, dude, I'm gonna fucking get straight A's. Like honoring her. Like it was just always for her, everything. Dude. And I feel like that's what sets me apart from other people too. Just like my hard work, or just me in general, because of my why.
Mm-hmm.
I know everyone else has like their own stories, but man, we've had a crazy upbringing, and honoring her is like the best thing that I can do. Keeping her memory alive.
Yes. Dude, Tyler, you're the best. Just swear to God, man. Like, that's what I mean. Your story is just, it's kind of unreal. Like how, like what you're doing, how you've done it, what you continue to do.
Yeah.
This is why that's why I fuck with
it's
you so
just,
hard.
I fuck with you heavy, man. But it's also, I always try to use like the advice that my family's given me.
Yeah. And
they would always tell me like comparisons, like whatever that they're going through, they try to look back and they compare like, this ain't shit to what our little sister was going through in the hospital, like fighting for her fucking life. So I'm going to suck it up and I'm going to keep it pushing,
Yeah.
And that was just like the mentality like that I've always had. And my brothers and like my dad, my whole family, they would tell me like, yeah, when you're training, when you're sprinting on top of that hill, just imagine her being right at the top, you know? And like, oh, that just like fuels me, you know, just amps me up. Like, it's like, it's motivating, but it's also like emotional, but in a good way, you know? And those are just like the certain tools that helps me tap in and be focused and, you know, why I'm here and who I'm doing it for. So those are just like, you know, some of the examples and advice that they would tell me, like when things get hard, like think of her, you know, like this ain't shit compared to what she goes through. So yeah, when I'm in the cage, I'm getting hit, I'm like, this ain't shit. Like my sister was like fighting for her fucking life in so much pain. This little girl, this little body, you know, all the treatments, like this ain't shit. So that's when I'm like, when I step in foot into the cage, I'm calm. Like I'll close my eyes. I'll kind of just be in my own thoughts, and I'm feeling the crowd. I'm feeling like my coach's voices. I'm hearing everyone. I'm just feeling the moment. And I think of my sister, and then boom, I open my eyes and I'm like, it's game time. Like I just let everything resonate with me in that moment. And I just soak everything in. And once I open my eyes, like, that's how you know I'm ready. I'm like, all right, I know I'm here. I'm reminded and I'm reassured, and I'm here to put on a performance, you know?
Yeah. But do you, when you're in the cage and then you're in that moment, do you feel like your skill is there? Like, or how would I say it? Like, do you feel like you're just ready, or you just know what to do, you know how to execute, or is it's
everything, but it's more of a way to kind of connect like with myself and all the hard work that I've put in, not just physically, like, you know, mentally as well. And that's just kind of like me just being in that moment and embracing it, closing my eyes, just feeling it, and then opening my eyes like I'm ready, you know? And yeah, like it's just everything. Like I know I'm ready. I put in the work for it, and you're gonna have to, in order for you to win, you have to shoot me. I'm gonna go down without a fight.
Yeah.
But that's where it kind of sets me straight and just refocus. I'm like, all right, I got this. Like, this is my house.
Tight.
Yeah.
So you're not scared. It doesn't sound like you're ready. You're ready for war.
If I said I wasn't nervous or scared, like if any, I feel like if any fighter told you that, they're lying, because I feel like that's just natural. Of course I'm scared. Of course I'm nervous. That's part of it, you know, but you have to do something that just kind of helps you just tune in with yourself and just, you know, gain those little minutes or seconds with you alone to kind of just reconnect with everything. Yeah. And that's what I try to do, and it helps me like, I'm like, all right, I got this.
You got a little bit of swagger right now.
Yeah. You're just like, all right, it's on, you know?
Yeah.
And that's what helps me shake off the nerves. And it's just me. I love saying the word, but just tapping in with yourself. Like, you have to. And that's just, like I said, helps me refocus and is a reminder why I'm here. And I'm like, all right, it's go time.
Yeah. Do you have, I mean, now for people who don't know, so you're a pro fighter, you have been signed to Invicta. Excuse me. No, you're fine. You're fine. Don't worry.
How are you not burping?
I don't know. So Invicta, it's Invicta FC. Is that what it's called?
Invicta FC.
FC. Okay.
Yes.
And it's an all pro women's fight club.
It's all women's. Yeah.
Okay. How did that come about?
So I was talking to my coach, Coach Manolo. That's my dog right there.
Yeah. That's my homie.
We always say Southside with you. That's our little motto, our little slang for us.
All right.
No, like we were talking about it. That was my last amateur fight back in February, and you know, we both agreed that we're ready for like the next real thing, and you know, get Invicta. Or when Invicta came, you know, he talked to Shannon, and that's when the contract came, and they told me that 2021 was going to be the year. Just everything going on, you know, with COVID. So COVID. I didn't really mind. I was like, well, cool, more time for me to get better and work on my stuff, get ready, be more prepared. It just gives me more time, you know?
Yeah.
So the main goal, once I start having a couple fights under them and just getting the exposure I need, I want to fight for one championship.
Do you really?
Yes, I do.
Not UFC?
I mean, honestly, I'll be grateful for whatever opportunity presents itself to me.
Yeah.
But one is like, that's my goal. Like, that's my
Dude.
dream. Like, I want to rep the Philippines. I want to put on, and I love how, they base out of Asian countries and have all these like talented and like gifted, skillful like fighters. Like, I've never seen anything like it.
They're so fun to watch.
And you do your own little dances coming out.
Oh, did you get swagged out? Yeah.
I'm all
Are you gonna do MMA or would you do? Oh, you good like Mac Dre? Are you going stupid like that? Was that what you were doing? Yeah, throw it through his face. Yo, do it. That's fucking what's popping. You already know. Yo, that's what's popping. But like, would you do? Because one is like,
well, they do
kickboxing, Muay Thai, MMA.
I would do MMA.
Dude, sick.
Muay Thai, I don't know. I feel like I'd have to do a couple more amateur Muay Thai fights for me to just have a little bit more experience. You can never go wrong with that.
Yeah.
So maybe eventually, if they call me for a Muay Thai fight, I'll be down because I'm aware of it. I've fought Muay Thai before. I've trained it, so
sick.
I would be comfortable.
Okay.
If you're just like an MMA fighter and you're just training MMA and they tell you Muay Thai, you're kind of be like, that's a different world right there.
Hard to get chopped up. This is gonna happen. Some bows too.
Yeah.
Scary.
But that would be nice just to be able to do both. I mean, who knows? Maybe I can be a belt holder for both.
Dude, yeah.
Never know.
Fucking believe it.
Never know.
Dude. Oh, I cannot.
I like to strike, so who knows?
You definitely got some hands. Your hands are very fast. It's a little scary. I'm like, oh shit. Like,
thank you.
I don't want to mess with that. Nah, I'm good. It's like, you want that smoke? No.
Nah. Just give me a hug.
No. I'll give you a high five and
come here.
and a pack of Skittles. We good. Like,
pack of Skittles. Sour Skittles.
Damn.
I know, because that was this first sparring session that he had came to. Right?
Yeah.
And that was like the best sparring session I've had.
Dude.
I was so proud of myself.
I was so thoroughly impressed by your skills. To see you hit pads is one thing. To see you do what you're doing in general, and I was like, wow. Like, dude, you were throwing kicks. You were going against dudes sometimes. I was like,
oh, I know.
I was like, God damn. And what's funny is like you'd be like laying some of the dudes out. I mean, like, no hate to any of the guys. Like, I saw you guys. It's fine.
Yeah.
But like, damn, you'd be like, dude, your knees.
Yes.
You got some vicious knees. Yeah. You did throw an elbow that I missed. I will admit that.
God.
The elbow you threw was like mad tough. And then, dude, your hands. I could not believe your hands.
I've been sharpening these.
Dude, they're vicious.
These manos.
They're so vicious. I'm like, nah.
I've been working. I tell you.
Like, dude, we can roll I'll roll with you any day of the week, but like a full on sparring match, I'm like,
oh my God. I'm good over here.
Dude, you could kick so high because dude, it was so funny. I was like, Leov had a match. She's like, how tall is Tyler? And I was like, I'm pretty sure she's shorter than you. And then when like we met, she was like, yeah, she was small. I was like, yeah, I know. That's what I was saying.
Taller than her.
No, she was taller than you.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't, because I don't know, maybe it's because like my wide shoulders, I just feel like I'm bigger than people.
Dude, but that's what I was saying. It's like, dude, I've watched I have so much footage of you because we do the edits.
But she looks smaller. Remember I told you she looks like a tall
dude, yeah,
lady in person or in the videos. So
yeah, both y'all tiny.
And then in person I was like, oh my God, I feel like I'm taller than her. I'm pretty sure I was taller than her.
That's what I thought too, but
how tall is she?
I don't know. I have to ask her.
I'm 5'5", okay. Sorry, right out there.
No, but like I was like, I remember just over the course of like filming all these edits that we were doing, I could not believe how high you can kick.
Yeah.
Like your fucking kicks are like way taller than you. Like you're way up there. I'm like, that's scary. And like when you're kicking, when Manolo was holding pads for you, like you're kicking up by him and he's like my height.
Yeah.
Like 5'9", 5'10".
Hey, those hips, you gotta stretch them out. Gotta be on your toes. And all your hip movement just swinging.
Dude, you're nar.
I like throwing head kicks. That's my shit.
I can see that. That's not the piss.
Head kicks, and I like throw knees, elbows too.
Dude,
elbows are my shit. I like doing like fun stuff, like spinning stuff. I feel like that's my shit.
You do some good spinning back elbows.
Like spinning elbow or like spinning kick.
Yeah.
The kick, oh man. I've dropped a couple people doing that. Just practice, you gotta mess around with it in sparring. Like that's your time to like really work on your stuff. And but I mean, it's all about IQ at the end of the day. You
Yep.
know what I mean?
Fight IQ.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So that's what I'm learning over there. Well, obviously with my coach Manolo, and then with my other striking coach Zach at Premier.
Yeah.
And he's huge on that. Just, you know, kind of knowing your zones, and he just cares more about your fight IQ. And I didn't, you know, you don't really like. I never really thought about things like that, because before, like how I used to fight, I was always like, I'm gonna be first, I'm gonna be so aggressive, and I'm gonna disrespect you by being in the pocket too much and take unnecessary hits. You know, like I didn't know, like, oh, you can be smart.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't have to take all these shots. Like I can move my head. You know, it's like things you don't really think about, but that just has to go with your adrenaline, your nerves, and you know. Now I know how to compose myself, stick to the game plan. I'm working on my listening. Sometimes I suck at listening. I can ask my coach Manolo. He's like, you suck at listening. I'm like, I know.
I'm dealing with this.
But yeah, it's just crazy. Like everything that I've been learning and just soaking up all this knowledge and guidance from them both has been complementing my game like crazy. And now I'm beginning to see it and feel it when I'm sparring other people. Obviously I got shit to work on. That's with anybody else, you know?
Yeah.
But compared to how I was before, you know, I was just like so flat-footed. I wasn't like, you know, I wasn't cutting angles as much, you know, like those are like the basic things that will make you a successful fighter, you know, just like those little things.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've been developing and just improving.
Good.
So
good.
And it showed when you came.
Yeah.
And
Oh yeah.
I'm happy that you know, shout out to Chris Stanley. That girl's tough, man. Bare knuckle fighting.
Bare knuckle fighter.
Dude. And you know, I was proud of my performance that day. And obviously I'm so humble and grateful, like just to even be able like to spar with her.
Yeah, of course.
And the fact that like I did good and I was able to like be tough with her, like I felt like it proved myself as a fighter, and I earned my respect, you know. And it was cool to get like compliments from her, and just, you know, made my day. It just
really,
yeah,
that's
I'm
sick.
like, all this hard work has been paying off.
Dude, hell yeah.
Yeah, I love to scrap, man. I think just
I
naturally, you know.
I know you do.
I love it. Now I'm more controlled. I'm a controlled fighter now. Before
Good.
I was like,
yeah, you're just wilding out, letting the emotions come out.
I know, the Southside in me.
Dude, I love that.
That's what everyone was saying. Like my teammates and coach, go Southside on this beach.
Yeah, that's right. Let her know. Let her know where you from. Let her know. Don't let her forget where you from. Shit. They're out here trying to touch somebody up. You know, that's what it is. Damn. Dude, hell yeah, Tyler. Dude. All right. Well,
yes.
dude, I think we kind of covered everything. But generally
Yes.
keep it at an hour 30. It's an hour 25 right now.
Oh, dang. Okay.
Dude, I know.
The longest I've been on a podcast was like 3 hours.
You did 3 hours.
I was like, yeah.
Damn.
I think that one was that one was with Danny Moe. Big shout out to him. He used to be the commentator for Epic Fighting. And
Okay.
I believe he still does his podcast. So that was like the first time me driving out to Fallbrook to his pad, and he had his own little setup.
Nice.
And, you know, I know him like personally. So we were just like shooting the shits too. We were just talking about everything, you know, got personal back in my life, talking about my mom and all that stuff. So I'd have to send you the link. I have to find it, but so you can listen to it, but it's too long.
Dude, I mean, it gets kind of long. Like I always try to keep, well, especially with you, this isn't going to be the first and last time.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you're definitely going to we're going to have you on before your, like probably maybe not before your fight because it'll probably be afterwards, but definitely about your fight. And then just in general, because this is going to be the first with this coffee that we're going to be doing.
This is just an introduction.
Yeah, this is just an introduction. I just want to get people to get to know who you are, and then we're going to have the documentary like visual piece that we're going to do in December. So that'll probably be a majority of it. But then, you know, limited shirts, you got your limited coffee bag, and then we can have like another coffee, different style, because we're doing small batches. We're doing 50-pound bags. So it's small. It's like, yo, once it's gone, it's gone. Like, you got to be here to get it. Like, yo,
Okay.
Southside on top.
First
This is what it's
come,
going to
first
be.
serve.
Yep. Get it while you can.
Yeah.
Like, that's what it is.
Oh my God, I'm so excited. So this is the 23rd of everything.
The 23rd is everything.
Okay.
Well, so Sunday, the 22nd, we're going to be doing that photo shoot. I'm going to, as soon as we're done with the
Or
photo
should we do
shoot.
it earlier?
We should probably do it earlier, but you said Sunday was your day. So I didn't want to push you, but if you can
gotta
do it.
earlier. What
Yeah.
day should we do it?
Let's do it like Thursday or like Thursday to Saturday would be ideal because then I can have a couple days to edit the photos.
Okay. Thursday. Let's do Thursday.
Thursday?
I get off at work 2:30. So
Perfect.
let's like get this out the way so we have time and it's not rushed.
Yep.
Okay. I didn't think. Dude, I swear. Brain farts with me.
It's all
Or
good.
CTE.
Dude, I hope that's
Can't
not
think
CTE.
ever.
No. Is that what it means? Oh,
I don't know. I just that's like that's what me and my teammates be saying. We're like, oh, we got
Dude.
CTE. Can't think ever.
Dude, that's for real though.
know.
Damn.
So perfect, huh?
Like when I quoted your meme from earlier today when we were like
Oh.
in this conversation. Oh my god. It's stupid. Yeah.
We'll edit that out.
Yeah. No,
Just
it'll be in there. No, don't make me just like, oh my god, dude, you gotta remember these things more. But no, like yeah, so we'll do the photo shoot and then the 23rd is like coffee's gonna be ready.
Okay.
People to order it. The t-shirts will be officially ready on the store, ready to go.
Okay.
And
I'm
then
so
the photos will be
excited.
up. Like, yo,
Dude,
we're gonna-
everyone's been hitting me up.
Really?
Everybody. They're like, dude, save me a size large. I'm like, dude, they're not even out yet. Like,
Dude, yo, you gotta get there while you can.
I was like, I'm giving you a little teaser and a heads up and the
Yep.
date so you guys are like ready.
Just
Because
yo,
once, we're out, we're out.
once we're out, we're
Like,
out.
You know?
It's gonna be. a
So
little
get
bit.
yours while you can.
Yep.
But they love it. They love it. They love the lettering. They love the whole thing and the Filipino flag.
Dude, but you had a lot to do with the shirt. I gave you the fonts. I was like, which
Yeah.
one do you like?
I
You're like,
love this.
that one. Buttery.
I kind of write like that sometimes. Like
Well-
how I'll write Southside, just like similar. So-
Dude, I went on like the most gangster tattoo artist that I'd seen and like that I liked, and then
Uh-huh.
he had a thing that said Los Angeles, and I gave my illustrator. I was like, "This is
That
the
font?
photo, that font." And then, dude, so he gave me like two other. He gave me like you saw it, like it
Those
was like
first
three.
two look the same though.
That's what he said,
I
and
was
I was
like-
like, they're kind of the same, but there was like minor differences. But the one I had asked him to do was that one, and then when I sent it to you, you were like, I like the one that's like
C.
that
C.
one, and I was like, yes, I was like, that's the, one I
the letter
meant.
C. I want that one.
Dude, sick. Yes, and then it's just gonna be, I want people to be stoked. They'll be like, they'll wear that shit. They'll be like, yo, son.
They're already hitting me up. All the
Tight.
locals, all the Southsiders.
Dude. All right. Good. So that's a good thing. So the coffee, the shirt, your photo shoot, your videos, more edits are going to be coming.
Yes.
Like, yo, we have a lot of stuff planned for you.
Wait, so that whole entire, you recording like each of my
Mhm.
training sessions and different classes,
Yeah.
that's going to be all in one
No.
eventually?
No.
Or it's just going to be like
We're going to do a separate
short clip?
one now.
Okay.
So this is going to be, the jiu-jitsu one's going to be the next one coming out.
Okay. Oh, I'm excited for that one because I forgot.
Dude, that was our first one that we
remember.
recorded.
Yeah.
So that's going to be the third one. And then what we did yesterday
Mhm.
with the trying of the coffees,
Yeah.
that's going to be the fourth one.
Oh,
And that'll
okay.
be out probably by if I can get it done by Monday. Actually, I should probably just get it done by Monday. Yeah, I'll have it done
okay.
by Monday. So yeah, I'll have that
Okay,
done by
I'm excited.
Monday. The jiu-jitsu one will drop probably Friday or Saturday.
Okay.
So that'll be done. And then we'll like be pumping your
Okay.
coffee, getting everybody out there. Just like it's a single origin Guatemala coffee. It's gonna be very, very good. And it's Tyler's 50-pound bag, and it's like once it's gone, it's gone. You're gonna have the shirt matching with it, and then we're gonna do kind of like the road to your pro fight.
Okay.
That's what
Hell
we're gonna
yeah.
do, and that's gonna be the big piece. We'll do like little behind the scenes stuff to
I'm,
get
like,
people
so
stoked, but
excited.
like leading up to your pro fight,
Dude, big things are happening.
yeah, it's gonna be sick. Maybe who knows? Maybe we'll do another tee. I don't know.
I know. Hell
Well,
yeah.
dude, maybe we'll get like a beanie or something, like
Ooh.
something that's like more off the beaten path, but like something that would be like yours.
The beanies would be dope,
It'd be kinda
especially because
tight.
of the season right now.
I was gonna say like winter, maybe like a little
Yes.
Southside right here, C&G or
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah, dude. Ideas.
We gotta talk off air. See, we're gonna
Ideas.
give away all the good ideas.
I know. Okay.
All right.
We're just kidding, guys. Just kidding.
But Tyler, I want to say thank you again so much for coming to the show. I really appreciate you coming tonight. It's we could talk forever. Every
I
time
know,
we
I
talk,
know.
we seriously have like long conversations without the mics.
I know. This is like nothing. We'd probably be boring people.
Dude,
with all
the
our
first
conversations.
dude, before even we go off though, I have to say the first night we talked, like
Mhm.
we talked on the phone for like over an hour, and then we texted like
Yeah, like back and forth.
We're sending music.
Songs.
Yeah. I love it. I already knew. I was like, yep, she's the fucking homie.
I was like,
this was popping.
That's my dog right here.
Yes. All right. What's that? Oh, I know. Yeah. No, you're all good. Yeah.
Well, thank you for having me. This
yes.
was fun, and I appreciate you, and I can't wait to see what's in store for us.
Yes, I appreciate you too, Tyler. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right. Peace. Yes. Thank you so much, Tyler. I mean, what did I tell y'all, man? How much of a badass is this woman? I swear. She's the best. Yes, I cannot wait till you guys get to try her coffee, the Southside coffee. Drop in Monday, November 23rd. That's right. That's next week, y'all. All right. So I just want to say thank you again to everybody out there who keeps listening and supporting Caffeine and Green. I appreciate all of you so much. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Head on over to YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you can listen to it. That's where it is. Also, head on over to caffeineandgreenroasting.com. Check out the Issa blend and the soon-to-come again Southside coffee from my homegirl, Tyler Schaefer. Please, everybody, be safe out there. Wear your mask. We're going to get through this, y'all. And I will see y'all next week. Peace.